All right, let's backtrack. We're not going to backtrack to your first two seasons in the league. No, we're going to backtrack to the 1994 NFC Championship game. And we're going to talk about a specific moment in that game. Now, you weren't on the field, but certainly you were on the sidelines. And I am curious to hear what you thought of this particular moment in the game. You probably know where we're going.
I know where you're going, Ralphie. Go ahead.
6:14 to go. The Niners are up 10. The Cowboys are driving. You got two eventual Hall of Famers lining up across from each other, and Michael Irvin, your teammate, and then your eventual teammate, Deion Sanders. The ball snapped. Aikman drops back to pass. And then, of course, he throws that pass to Irvin, and it seems as if Deion Sanders kind of hand checks him, commits pass interference. However, no flag. Niners go on to win the game and eventually win the Super Bowl. From your vantage point on the sideline, what happened there?
Ralphie, you know what happened. Deion Sanders is one of my best friends. Love Prime. Like, he's my guy. But you can't tell me that was not a pass interference, that Michael Irvin didn't get tackled on that play. The momentum had shifted in that game. Ralphie, I'm glad you brought that up because I'm still a little perturbed by that game. The momentum had shifted in that game. They got out early on us. And we chipped away like championship teams do, showed championship medal. We kept chipping away. We finally get back within 10. We're driving down the field. That was an obvious pass interference. It was a pull of the jersey. If we had replay, that's a touchdown. That's an absolute touchdown. So if he doesn't make the catch, we're on the 1 yard line. We punch it in, go in, we're down by 3. The game, the momentum had all the way shifted. I firmly believe right now, and even then, that we would have won that game and we would have went 4 straight Super Bowls. So all you Niner fans that are out there that are listening, yeah, I said it.
So Deion joins the team in 95. What's that first meeting like?
Oh, we're on him. We were on him the entire time about that pass. You know, look, I loved him. I thought he brought so much, and he's a dear friend of mine. But at that time, we were still sour. You know, we understood where we were in history, and that play cost us the ability or the possibility of winning 3 straight championships. So, you know, we welcomed them, but we also gave them a hard time about that PI.
You mentioned with replay in this day and age that the call probably gets overturned and they probably call pass interference. You know, I'm curious too, though, from a social media standpoint in this day and age, if that play happens, what do you think the reaction is? Oh,
it'd be an uproar. It would be an absolute uproar. If it happened and it didn't, if there was no flag on the play after seeing the replay, it would be an uproar. And social media would definitely be, because look about it. This was an NFC Championship game with the 2 best teams in football. And all eyes from the beginning of the season were on these 2 teams because we knew we were going to meet up again. So one of the biggest games in the history of the NFL was played by the 2. That was basically the Super Bowl you were watching in 94 there. So at that moment, you better believe if there was social media, that play would have went viral, you know, hands down.
Real quick before we let you go, let's do a little backtrack quiz here, 90s Cowboys edition. Darren, who was the quarterback that finished and won the 93 NFC Championship game against the Niners?
Man. Was that Kosar?
That is correct. Ernie Kosar it was. You got it.
You know, I think about that, man. It's been a long time.
No, we're going back here. We're going back. Here we go. What was the name of Troy Aikman's country song?
I have no idea.
Oklahoma Nights.
Can't sing. That's what it should have been called. Can't. God help me.
When was the last time the Cowboys made an NFC Championship game, and who did they play?
That was 94. I'm sorry, 95, and that was against the Green Bay Packers.
Yes, it was. And what's been the single biggest reason that Dallas has not gotten back to a championship game since then?
Wow. That's a good one. What's been the single biggest reason? Look, ownership starts, when you take extreme ownership, it starts with whoever the CEO is. And that falls right on the shoulders of Jerry Jones. That's where it falls. And Jerry will be the first one to tell you, yeah, it falls on my shoulders by the fact that we're not there. He would take extreme ownership in that, because that's exactly squarely where it falls on. And it falls on the players as well. This team has had ample opportunities, and I disagree with a lot of people that said that, you know, they haven't had a team that was capable. They've had multiple teams that have been capable. Tony Romo was the quarterback of some of those teams that could have won championships. They didn't get the job done on Sundays, and that falls directly on the players' shoulders and the coaches' shoulders as well.
Darren Woodson, 3-time Super Bowl champ, again joining us on behalf of Crown Royal. Darren, thanks for the time. We appreciate it.
Thanks again, Ralph.